Hello. So I did not vlog at all when we were in Sicily, in Palermo. Now we're in Tunisia. We've been here about 3 days now. The currency here is like really, how do you say, weak. So we have like this huge downstairs place all to ourselves for a month for really cheap. And the food is like really cheap. So that's great. The first 3 days I came here, like when I was a little sick, I was like a little freaked out about some things just because like this is such a big culture shock for me. Like I've never been in like a Muslim dominated country before, so it was just kind of like, I guess, shocking. Like I'm not afraid of like, or I'm not freaked out by people who are practicing different religions. Like whenever I see it in public in the States, like it doesn't ever like even make me turn my head because I live in kind of like an area where there's like a lot of different cultures. But something about it being the majority is like, now I'm the minority and I'm the weird one, and like I know that I'm accepting of other people and I don't care, but like I don't know necessarily how people are going to perceive me being different in their country, you know. But after like we're in Tunis, it's big and it's like it's a big metropolitan city. There's, you know, it's not really like that. Like that's not really something you need to be worried about. I mean, people still dress conservatively. I do my best to be respectful, but it's not like I don't feel in danger or anything. But yeah, so now we're going on a little sojourn for a week where we're going to Hoopsouk first. Yeah, we're going to there first tonight. We're leaving on a night bus, and we have of course, like he always books like such weird travel things because it's cheaper, but like at the cost of like my sanity sometimes. Like we're gonna be at this bus station at 4 a.m. for like 4 hours in Gabe's, I think is what it was called, before we can take our bus to where we're staying to check in. Oh, one thing I will say about this place before I go is people don't really drink, and that has kind of been a problem for me as someone who loves to drink. Not a problem for me, but like it is like, okay, I'm gonna be here a month and no one can have a fucking drink around here. But hold on, can you see my, okay, but Colin got me this, and we made dirty martinis here out of olive juice, which is honestly, it's been the best dirty martini I've had here. I don't know if I've talked about this, but you can't find ranch dressing or dirty martinis anywhere, and those were like 2 of my top 5 favorite things I like to consume. Yeah, not really big alcohol people here. More of like coffee. So like cafes are more so their bars. So sometimes you'll go into a cafe and it'll kind of be like a no woman allowed vibe, like for coffee. This is for the girls. Like coffee is for the girls. Like girls drink coffee. Like that's kind of like, we walked into this place and it was like, so when they do like sports betting and stuff and like smoking like hookah lounge vibe with coffee, there's like not really women, not allowed, but like you go in there and it's like all men, then they all turn and stare at you. So yeah, sometimes the cafes are like that and you have to like try to find like a little girly cafe that you feel comfortable in. But there are bars like in the city. We're kind of a little bit out in the suburbs. Like we have to take a like streetcar to get to a bigger area, and they have bars there. But then again, I don't know, if it's not the vibe, it's not the vibe. Like I don't want to like get drunk somewhere where that's not like accepted, and that's kind of weird. Like then I feel like it's gonna be expensive, and then who am I drinking with? Like who are these people who are drinking here where you don't really drink? I don't know. That's just like, I don't really want to do that. I'm gonna like drink where it's like a vibe to drink. Anyways, and I'm also giving up iced coffee because every time I get iced coffee here, it's been 3 times now, they've come out with this like crazy like ass like concoction and milkshake glass with like whipped cream on top and ice cream and like whatever. No ice. Why would there be ice in it? It's like this like chilled, I guess, like milk with like a crazy like display on top, and it's like, I'd rather like, let's just cut this out. I think I don't need it. I think I'm off that. I'm off iced coffee. And I'm off drinking, I guess, except for yeah. Anyways, so I will film some of us getting there. We got first class on the train because it's only $9 a person. I'm gonna end it here and then you'll see when we're on the night bus. Snack before, and I had spaghetti, but the milk here tastes really weird though. And I've had Fruit Loops now in like 3 different countries, and this one is also the weirdest.
YouTube on the Wi-Fi, and it was taking forever. I found out the iMovie makes things super like
So after we take this train cart to the bus station, we get there and it's very crowded, and we realize that the seats on the train are first come, first serve, and there's no such thing as first class, and we wasted money on that apparently, according to the ticket attendant there. So we're like, okay, whatever. So we just are happy to be sitting together in the second class, which you're about to see. It was really crowded. Some people didn't have seats. Of course, they overbooked tickets. I don't know how that's legal, but it's very hot. It's a little bit gross. And then the ticket puncher comes by like an hour into the 7-hour ride, and he's like, oh, you guys paid for first class. You should move up there at your next stop in like an hour. And we were like, okay, that's worth it. He was like, yeah, it's your right. So then the next stop, we go up there, and apparently all of the seats are taken. This is Colin right now trying to find us seats. We can find no seats together. So he gives up one seat that he found next to this random guy. And then he gets stuck like hanging out of the train cart basically. He enjoys himself. He's smoking cigarettes, but that gets pretty old when it's like 2 a.m. and you were hoping you would have first class seats, and turns out you don't even have a seat. That's just how travel days go sometimes. You never know what's going to happen, and usually these places overbook seats, especially in Tunisia, I've found. Now we're off the first bus and we're going to go get coffee and breakfast and then get on the second bus. Yeah. Look at it go. New York, concrete jungle where dreams are made. So now we're in Gabes. Spirits are still high. I had to have bugles for breakfast because no cafes on Google Maps were still open or even existed. And apparently, even though Google said that the bus left at 9 a.m., it was actually at 8 a.m. So we missed the bus and actually waited around for an hour until we realized that. So then we had to do a loathe, or yeah, I think that's how you say it, where you go to this parking lot and you hear the places being yelled out, like where they drive to. And you stand in line for the place that you want to go to, and it's first come, first serve. You get in a car with 8 strangers, and it's quicker, it's faster. It's like a personal driver with like the size of a minivan. And yeah, it was pretty pleasant. It was more expensive than the bus, and we met our friend from there.
There are still 2 more.
Yeah, I just saw it buzz around.
Yeah, I see. You're gonna see them.
Yesterday was like a really unexpected travel day from hell, kind of, honestly. I mean, we made it, but we made it at the time we thought we would, but it was like still, oh my God, I see them both. I'm like obsessed with flies. They're like everywhere. I don't know why there's like no flies in America and there's flies everywhere in Europe. Colin thinks it's because there's no AC here, really.
I think there are flies in Europe.
Yeah, that's what I just said.
Oh, okay, sorry.
Colin thinks it's because there's no AC here, so like, I don't know. I can see that. But it really makes me feel so disgusting when a huge ass fly lands on me while I'm eating something. It makes me actually want to put it down. So annoying. Okay, I sound like a bitch right now. I need to stop. I'm just like, it was like when you're doing it, you like roll with the punches, but
Like now, repeating it back, I'm like more annoyed than I really was. Like when it was happening, I was kind of like, okay, well, you know, what can you do? Like this kind of stuff really on travel days, like if you don't do it all the time because you live in the country, stuff's just gonna happen like that all the time. And you just have to be okay with it. So that's basically what happened. Because we had to go. We were actually meeting up with this random guy we met on the Blue Lounge to go to a museum, and we're gonna get coffee first. To the museum in the Medina in this the loathe. And then we're gonna go to the beach. So I'm wearing these long pants and this loose fitting top. And then Colin got me this the other day. I thought this was a cute color. Just in case, I don't know when I'm gonna have to wear it or what. But just in case. The bangs being out kind of defeats the whole purpose, I think, but like, they know I'm just like respecting their vibe. I'm not like, actually, yeah, so. Beautiful day, nice and windy, nice and temperate. This is our little place. Yummy. So many flies though. Me and him just kissed. There's our cab, there he goes. Beautiful, beautiful Tunisia. Yes, Djerba. Yes, beautiful. It's a museum. We're gonna go in there. I'm so excited.
Pretty grand building.
Yeah, it is. So our new friend met up with us here at the museum, and he was so informative that I kind of was thinking that he worked there and was a tour guide and he brought us there for commission. But then when I asked him that, he was like, oh no, I'm just like in native dress, so people ask me a lot of questions because they know I'm from here. But he was climbing all over the exhibits. He pulled this hat like from the top of an exhibit and put it on my head, and he was like, oh yeah, that's illegal. I thought that was so crazy. But yeah, that's him. Then he decided to walk us to a cafe. He could have taken his bike, but he walked with us down the road, just pushing it. He was a great guy, very nice. We got to see these camels, and we went to this cafe where we had this barbecue sauce is apparently big here, and a lot of things come with harissa. Oh, fly. And it's really spicy. Now we're gonna head to the beach. I think we offended our friend a little, but we're not allowed to say why because it doesn't exist, but he seemed a little offended when he left, but he was really nice. I don't think he was necessarily mad at us. I think he got a call and then he had to leave, but definitely misspoke and said something you're not allowed to say here. But that's okay. He was really nice. It was really awesome. I love meeting locals from the places. And he like gave us a tour all around the museum, unpaid, like just because he met us. And like he's going to get us a taxi right now to come pick us up. Really nice guy. Anyways, I hope the beach is relaxing, because actually I'm feeling pretty relaxed. I just get stressed out kind of. I get stressed out when you have to move around a lot, which, okay, why are you traveling so much if you get so stressed out walking around so much and moving around so much? I don't know, but it's worth it. It's definitely worth it. It's very rewarding, but I do get really fatigued by so much travel, especially in a place where you don't know the norms and how to do everything. He also took us to this clay workshop, and we could walk down into the tunnels and see where they got the clay and see the workshop, all handmade. It was so beautiful, and we got to pet camels. They're so light, these ones. Mm-hmm. That's the baby. So cute. How old do you think that one is?
3 months?
Yeah, it looks really tiny.
Yeah, right.
Beautiful day. Yeah, the sun, it feels nice, honestly. We're on the beach now. We are not on the resort side because there's a security guard, which we had the pleasure of meeting.
Not that we got in trouble with him. He just was really excited that we were Americans because we made the mistake of telling him when we asked where the bathrooms are. And he talked to us for about 30 minutes about the jinn and black magic.
Yeah, so there's a lot of hijab people, hijabis, like, is that, okay, I don't know, that sounds like a slur almost, but it's not. But there are some people who are dressed like me. I'm kind of in like a 50s, 40s swimsuit pinup vibe right now.
Yeah, bikinis are for 50s and 40-year-olds here, it seems.
That's true. The resort people, the resort,
Wait, stop right there.
I don't like filming pictures.
I'm not filming pictures. I was just trying to get a cool background other than just water that could be anywhere. There we go. Let me back up.
No, that's
I'm trying to get
taxi
your
driver stranded us. He said he would come back for us, but he has not, and he will not. And there's no car ride apps that work here. And also, we're just walking to see if we can find a cab on the road. We also ran out of cash. So we're gonna try to see if we can ask them to give us a ride and be like, hey, he's gonna run in while I stay in the car. And he'll go grab cash from our house and bring it back to you. But hard to say that with the language barrier. So it's getting dark, hoping for the best. Rideshare app worked and we are going to be saved. We will be saved by a kind, trusting stranger. We made it home, and I got burnt only right here, which is kind of an accomplishment for how much I was outside today. And we're gonna go get dinner now. I rinsed off a little bit. I'm just ignoring the bangs. And I think maybe our new friend will meet up with us. Maybe not. I don't know. Like, he wants to see us so much. I think he's got like separation anxiety or something. Oh, okay. Yesterday ended up being like one of the best days. It was just really unexpectedly like a lot of fun. I think that sometimes in these videos I like don't seem very like excited or happy, or like I say the bad things when like in the moment, like I'm having a great time, but like when I'm my throat's a little dry, my voice is cracking because I'm like a little sick. But yesterday we met up with our friend that we met on the luauge over, and he took us around the tour of the museum, and yeah, he, like I said, he didn't work there, but which was crazy in hindsight because he was like climbing all over the exhibits and like getting stuff for me to try on like from the exhibits. And I was just like, oh, he must work here. And he was like, oh, this is illegal. And I was like, okay, don't do it. What? So after Colin and I got dinner, when we left the house at night, he and his cousin met up with us, and they just like took us on a little night tour around Hoopsook, and like we saw the dock and like the fort and some local music, and it was fun. But what I will say is his cousin was really cool. I really liked him too. But our friend was like, so they've never been anywhere except here, so I get it. Like they've only lived in Tunisia. More specifically in Djerba, but they were very much like, at least our friend, not really his cousin, very much like kind of trying to, like I was like, oh, do you think I should wear a headscarf when I go like to this place or this place? And he was like, no, you're completely free and completely safe here, there's nothing to worry about. And I was like, okay. And then like a guy drove by on a scooter and like said something like very obviously catcalling, and I was like, what did he say? Because like I don't know, I'm curious, and he was like, he didn't say anything to us, like it wasn't about us. And I was like, okay, like kind of, he was like, don't worry about it, you're completely safe, no one would like say anything or do anything. And I was like, okay, we know that's not true, like we know that's not true, like just me walking around like with my hair out, I'm getting like a whole, like, there was 50 men sitting outside of a cafe, huge cafe, like, set up, I don't know, like, you know how they, like, the low rows of chairs facing out towards the street. I walk by, literally every single one of them is like, I'm not saying that they're, like, perverts or anything, they're curious because, like, they don't see, like, people like me walking around a lot. I get that. Even when I dress, like, very conservatively, like, it doesn't matter. I'm just, like, I look white, like, I look different. So, you know, curiosity. But, like, you're not fooling me. You know, if someone has a lot of pride for their country, they want to make their country look, like, perfect and everyone's completely safe. And then another group of guys passed by, and one of them, like, said something, like, directly at me, like, not on a bike, like, walking, like, directly, like, said something at me that was, like, clearly, like, in French. It was, like, a little bit, like, I won't say vulgar, but, like, you know, being like that. And then he was like, oh my God, just ignore him. Like, that's ridiculous. That never happens. And I was like, that happens all the time. Like, let's not joke. What? Who are we fooling? No hate. Like, he was awesome. We had a great day yesterday. We had an awesome day. But this morning, we had kind of tentative plans to hang out, but we woke up, we were really tired because yesterday we, like, went all around the island, took 3 different cabs. It was kind of exhausting. And then we, like, went on a night walk until, like, 10:30 with them, or like 10:45. So we're just really tired. And we were like, hey, we're just gonna stay in this area. Like, if you want to meet up, like, we're just exploring this, like, town. Everything's walkable. If you want to meet up with us, like, sure, like, totally, come. And he was like, we want to go, we're going to, like, this, like, Jewish mosque. Like, that's our plan, like, blah, 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 like, our plan. And we were just kind of like, we just don't really want to, like, go, like, we don't want to, like, have to do a taxi again or anything like that. And he was like, oh, we'll take you on our bikes. And it's like, that's so nice, but, like, no, that's just how it is. Like, sometimes you just gotta say no. Because he, like, got very pushy. Like, and I think half of it is a language barrier, but the other half is, like, excitement, maybe, for, like, wanting to hang out with, like, Americans. Like, they were both very excited to be, like, hanging out and, like, talking about, like, stuff like that. And they hadn't met any before, so, you know, everything ended out okay. We just had to be firm. So that was basically it. It was, like, one of the best days of the trip so far yesterday. Maybe not. I mean, there's been so many great days. It's hard to say. I think that it was just, like, one of the most unexpectedly fun days and, like, adventurous days. And, like, yeah, today we're just gonna walk around Homsuk, and that'll be it. And there's a lot to do, though, a lot to explore, a lot to see. So I'm excited. I want to go get coffee, but I'm not going to go to the place that we did yesterday because there's a huge ant. Like, a huge... Okay, so I was taking a sip, and I felt this, like, there was, like, chocolate dust on top. And I was like, huge chunk of undissolved chocolate dust. Suddenly this sour taste fills my mouth. And I'm like, why is it sour? So I go like this, and I, like, take it out, and it's a huge, huge ant. Like, literally this big. Let's be real. That big. That's huge for an ant. And it's dead. It's drowned in my coffee. And I just, like, put it on the table. It's, like, sitting there. I'm really sad it's dead. Like, that's sad. But, like, it was disgusting. It tasted sour. The cafe guy was really nice. He, like, got me another drink for free. Yeah, and then I was telling our friend, and he was like, oh yeah, those are only native in Djerba. Did you hear me? I said I tasted it. Like, it was, like, sour. I'd be okay with eating it if it was, like, grilled or fried or something. So, like, I know the bacteria is off of it, but in my coffee it was unsettling. Okay, so yeah, we're just gonna go get coffee. I'm really excited for that. I'm gonna write in my journal. I'm a little behind. I'm still in Palermo. I'd like to talk about here. This doesn't look like a lot. That's kind of a lot. Okay, let's be real. So yeah, I'm really excited. Oh yeah, let me show you my outfit. I got this in shop in Tunis, and the women working there were super nice, and they pulled it off the mannequin for me. And I've never been too small for a mannequin. Like, that was really interesting, but maybe that's just their modesty thing. Okay. I may make this belt a little tighter. I just don't know how tight. It's, like, too tight. I think that this will get me less attention. I'm still gonna have my hair out, not with my headscarf. But yeah, also keep me from getting sunburnt. I really like this. It's like denim, and there's, like, Western flowering up here, which I think is really cute. and silver beads, silver black beads. Bye.